Our social world is a tapestry woven across time, stitched together from threads of collective memory and shared experience. Throughout history, societies have flourished where knowledge has been passed down, adapted, and reimagined. But what happens when the systems we've designed, the stories we've inherited, and the tools we depend on are no longer fit for the challenges of tomorrow? Innovation alone is not enough. We must pair technological progress with a renewed focus on human connection. Not long ago, most people lived in close-knit communities of 50 to 150 people. Today, 4.4 billion of us live in vast, sprawling cities. As this number rises, we are challenged to rethink how we work, learn, and care for one another. Not just at scale, but with compassion and intention.
My name is Funam Bagley, and I am a space architect and designer at Nonfiction. I work in many different industries, so I'm particularly interested in making space more human, because for a very long time we've been basically training humans to fit the space stations or the space habitats, and we need to flip that. We need that space environment to fit us. If we have a good day, if we have a bad day, if we feeling isolated, if our mental health is not doing good, the environment should actually support that. And I like to link that world of space, which is quite niche, to something that's completely different. For example, assisted living. What happens when the body doesn't work anymore, when the brain doesn't work anymore? And so how can we use technology, whether it's sensory technology, humanoid robotics support, how do we create the ecosystem that actually helps us in this old age? The magic is, how do we connect these two worlds? In space, everybody's pretty much disabled, right? How do we learn from disability and assisted living on Earth? How does it inform how we live in space? And how do we design for space so it informs how we do it on Earth? Links between industries that don't seem to speak to each other is where the magic lies.
Resilient societies don't emerge by accident. They are built long before the moment of crisis. Today, rapid urbanization, aging populations, climate pressures, and transformative technologies are reshaping how we live, work, and connect. And because our lives are so deeply intertwined, these challenges are becoming more complex and more consequential than ever before.
My name is Pierre-Christophe Gam, and I'm the founder of Toguna World. I think in many ways our generation lives as if we are a spontaneous generation. We have no understanding of the wisdom and the resilience that was accumulated through time by a previous generation. What we need to come back is to an understanding that we exist in interconnected ecosystem, that we are fundamentally embedded within nature, and that as humans we exist as part of communities. So what we need to do is to become hackers and farmers. Technology has to come back to a craft level, an artisanal level, and it has to be something that we have to be able to hack, to transform, to modify. Because hackers are people that question technology, that push the limits, that see technology as a playground, and they fully empower themselves in being able to push the limit and recreate new possibilities.
Often, the best solutions are not entirely new, they are rediscovered. Lessons are preserved in cultural memory, and wisdom is embedded in tradition. Real innovation relies on a diversity of thought that brings together different disciplines and perspectives. And it is through social interconnectedness that breakthroughs move from possibility to practice. Because generational thinking isn't about looking backwards, it's about weaving past experience, present realities, and future possibilities into a single, coherent thread. The future doesn't belong to the next generation, it belongs to every generation who are willing to build it.